Hey guys, it's Arcade and I'm back with another video, and in this one I'm gonna turn Beethoven into a future bass banger. So yeah, the song I chose is Moonlight Sonata. I was thinking about doing 4 LEs, but that would be too much of an obvious choice, and surprisingly this song Moonlight Sonata worked really well. It's this song, in case you don't know based on the name. And yeah, it's a long song, but I just decided to remix the first part of it. And surprisingly, I don't think Beethoven knew, but he was a really good future bass artist. The chord progressions just fit really well. So yeah, let me show you what I did exactly, and then I'm gonna play the whole thing. So I made this in an FL Studio template by Ultrasonic, which is also a sponsor of today's video. Check them out, link will be below in the description, and they have their new Future Bass Volume 2 sample pack, which has thousands of sounds and presets. You also get 5 FL Studio project files. You get like 150 sounds for Serum, 100 sounds for Silent, and 100 sounds for Spire. So no matter what plugin you use, you'll get a ton of sounds for it. And of course you'll also get like 800 one-shots and drum samples. So check it out, link will be below in the description. It also happens that I use their project file called Close to You to make this project. So basically I cannot take all the credit for this project because I used the FL Studio template that they created, but it was just a great fit for this song, so I decided to go with it. Anyway, so here's what we got. We got the chords, and basically I just take the exact chord progression from Beethoven. In the original he just had the lower notes, but I also added the chords, so we fill out the frequencies a bit more. So for the sounds, there's a bunch of layers of chords. So we got this sound, we got this one, then this one, then this one, this one. So yeah, we definitely stacked the layers there, and all of the sounds I'm using are from the Ultrasonic sample pack. So yeah, that's the chord progression. And basically what I did with the song, the Future Bass remix, is played 2 times faster than the original song, because otherwise it wouldn't really work well for Future Bass, but the chord progressions and the melody notes are the same. So these are the chords. For the effects, we got the OTT compressor, and we boost the high and mid frequencies, then some EQ to delete the low frequencies and some of the high frequencies, just so they don't overlap as much with the melody. And we got some saturation with FabFilter Southern, and then a little bit of reverb as well, just to kind of mash all the frequencies together with the reverb. And then some more saturation, just saturating the mid and high frequencies mostly. So those are the chords. Together they sound like this. And that's it for the chords. Then we got the leads. I kind of find it funny that even though this is a classical song, it kind of fits well as a future bass track, and this is just a crazy arpeggio that you have. In the original, of course, it was slow like this. But in our remix, we did it like this. So yeah, same exact notes as the original, just 2 times faster. For the sounds, again, I'm using sounds from the pack. We got a bunch of leads, stack them on top of each other. So yeah, just use a bunch of different leads with a different color to their sound. Like this one is completely different to this one. And combined together, they will sound fatter. So make sure to stack the layers for sure. Then we got some guitars from Nexus as well. And as far as the effects go, we got OTT compressor again. It's a free plugin actually, so if you want to get it, and we compress the high frequencies. Then we got pretty much the same EQ as before, where we delete the low frequencies and a little bit of the high frequencies as well. Because if we leave all the high frequencies in there, there would be just too much white noise, so you want to make sure to cut that out. In this particular song, it worked better when you cut out the high frequencies. Then we got the saturation again, where we boost the mid and the high frequencies. And some reverb. So yeah, that's mostly it for the effects on that. And then the last sound we got is the bass. And again, we got a few layers here. So first I'm gonna show you the gritty bass layers, which is this one. So again, I'm using the same notes as the chords, the bass notes of the chords, but here and there I change it from one octave to another. So we got this nice slide effect. Slide effects are always nice to have. So yeah, we got this sound from Serum, then this sound, which is just a really high frequency sound, then this sound, and all together sound like this. So yeah, when you combine them, it sounds like a pretty fat bass. And for these layers of the bass, you wanna delete the low frequencies, because we actually don't want the sub bass in there. We also got sound goodies on it to just kind of boost the frequencies more. And then the second layer, of course, we want the high frequencies there, but also no low frequencies. And same goes for the third layer. So we got this bass, but it's like the top layer of the bass with no sub. For the sub bass, we use a separate sound, which is this one, which is a simple sine sub bass, and together the bass sound like this. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the sounds in the drop as far as the melodic sounds go. And we also sidechain all the sounds, and since I used the FL Studio template from the pack and I didn't create the whole thing myself, the sidechaining is done in a way that I don't usually do it, but it's also a pretty cool way. It's kind of manually. So you route all your leads and all your bass sounds into one track, and then you put Fruity Balance on that track, and you automate the volume of the Fruity Balance. And that's how they did the sidechaining here. You basically automate the volume and you lower the volume every time you have a kick in the song. So if we look at the chords, the Fruity Balance, then this is how it looks. And it's these automations that do it. So yeah, a lot of people do it this way. I prefer to do it with Fruity Limiter usually, but this is one of the ways you can do it as well, just by automating the Fruity Balance. You could technically automate the main volume, but by automating Fruity Balance, you can be sure you are not going to mess up anything else. Okay, so that was the melodic sounds. Now we got the drums. For the drums, we have a pretty epic beat, and here is how it sounds. So yeah, I really like this drum beat. So essentially it's just a kick and a snare here. But then we got these white noise and cymbals supporting it. So yeah, we have this. Then this white noise. And this cymbal. And also some more white noise to give it more power. Then it sounds like this. But then you can notice these sweeps, they are used in the breaks where there is no sound, like this. You know, but I also sometimes use them just in the middle of the song, and in the overall song it kind of creates this slide effect with the sounds. Without it, it's like this. And with it, you can hear a little bit of a slide, kind of. So that's why I decided to leave these sweeps even somewhere where there is no break, and they kind of add this nice effect. And then we have some fills also in the spaces. I'm using some orchestral sounds from Kashmir's pack. And then also this little fill. And after the break or the pause we have here, I usually put a crash after it to just kind of give more power to the drop again. And yeah, and at the end here we have like 4 chords changing really fast. So I thought it would be cool to have only the kick playing on those parts. It suggests that there's an end to the drop. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the drums as well. Then we got the build-up. We have some build-up drums and some sweeps. And then this fill. And to seamlessly connect the build-up to the drop, we slowly introduce the arpeggio, the main melody of the song. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the whole song. Make sure to check out Ultrasonic's sample pack to get the FLP file that I used to make this song. Anyway, so that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Now let's check out the full song. Enjoy. And hey guys, that is pretty much it for this remix. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I kind of went overboard with this one, where it almost doesn't sound like the original song. That happens when you try to turn something slow into a faster paced style. Of course, as I said before, the original song has a lot more to it than what I showed you here, but this was the part that I decided to remix. But yeah, thank you for watching. Check out Ultrasonic and their Future Bass pack. Link will be below in the description. As I said before, you get like 5 project files, like 300 presets and about 1000 drum samples. So check it out, you won't be disappointed, and let me know what you think of this result. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.